Robert Hatfield. I prefer to go by Bob. Born in Michigan. We moved to Georgia. Well, we started volunteering in 2010 and actually purchased a house that we are currently living in 2012. And I've been here since then.
I'm Sally Ann Elmer Hatfield. We got married right out of high school, right out of me getting out of high school. He was just out of the Army. And we lived in Michigan for 33 years. Then we sold our house, hopped in our RV, and traveled the United States for 11 years, working at the National Parks, Corps of Engineers, National Monuments, the different organizations that we could volunteer to because we love the out of doors. And during that, we did genealogy as well throughout the United States.
Was Sally's mother, Shirley Ann Smith Elmer, probably somewhere between 30 and 35 years ago. And I started on mine first, and then because Sally thought that most of hers was already been done by her mother and her grandmother. So after a little while, she decided to get into it also. And we joined the Bartow County Genealogical Society probably in 2013. And I've been vice president there. I've been president. Sally's now president of the club. We also belong to a variety of other organizations.
A couple of things. My mother, for one thing. But I was totally sunk when she tried to show me, or when she did show me, the fact that I came from a little town of 900 people and married a Detroiter. But at any rate, my grandparents were in charge of the cemetery. My grandmother had totally done the cemetery completely, logged it in log books. Her name, when you go on US Gen Web in our county in Michigan, St. Joe County, is all over the place. And I get the biggest kick out of looking at and seeing, Geneva Smith in there, my mom's mom, and it just tickles me to get no end. And also too, when we moved here, I wanted to find a connection. And I knew I had a fourth great grandfather who came from Connecticut down to be a minister with the Cherokee. And he had a whole family that he brought with him. Well, those children became adults, and they did live in this area, and their offsprings are in this area. So the Hoyt and the Venables are part of ours down here. And enough so that I wrote a paper on it and got really into it, drugged my husband around to cemeteries and libraries and everything to get good information for the paper. So those two things really got me into genealogy.
Currently, we use a program. It's called Family Tree Maker. And we have now over 10,000 names altogether that we can verify that are actually connected to us. That, I think, is probably the most important thing about the whole realm of looking for ancestors, is being able to verify these people actually are your ancestors and not just somebody out of the blue.
They finally, my dad's brother died when Japan hit Okinawa, and he was a pilot there. They never, they wait a year before they're officially dead. And finally, when they put up a memorial in there that had his name on it, really got to me. And also too, whenever I find a relative that has a commemorative stone or plaque to them, like there's a John Hoyt in Connecticut that has a big one for Revolutionary War. And well, Ard Hoyt for the working with the Cherokee. There's one in Chattanooga and well as Fort Payne. Alabama for him. And well, the Venables are pretty well known here in Georgia. Well, at least they were back then. And they have their family home is now a church. And one of the daughters had painted murals on the ceiling